Hey Knights, thanks for joining us. I'm Natalie Monalegre, and today's Thursday, September 10th, 2020, and here's your nightly news update. An entire class at UCF has been placed in quarantine after a student tested positive for COVID-19. Interim Provost and Vice President of Academic Affairs, Michael Johnson, says the students attended a class where face masks were not worn, and a faculty member moved tables close together and they ate in a group. Johnson says this risky behavior violated UCF COVID-19 policies. Now let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is in 86 degrees with scattered thunderstorms and a 50% chance of rain. Tonight, the low is a cool 76 degrees with a 20% chance of rain. But don't let it fool you because tomorrow, you'll never guess, more rain. The high will be in 89 degrees and an 80% chance of rain. But moving back to today, more than 200 Valencia College and UCF adjunct employees will go back to their daily task after taking part of the National Scholar Strike for 48 hours. The Scholar Strike is inspired by many professional sports teams to fight against racism and injustice in the U.S. The goal for employees who decided to partake in the strike for 2 days is to stop all daily duties and participate in actions designed to raise awareness and promote actions against racism. This resulted in many classes being canceled for students because professors participated in the strike. UCF Anthropology and Sociology senior Jaylina Lindo expresses her thoughts on her professor canceling her sociology class.
This is a sociology class, so a lot of the stuff we talk about is centering race and racism and inequality in general. So it's kind of like it would just be out of character for a sociology professor to not stand for racial injustice. So I thought it was fitting that they not just only stand for diversity and all things in the curriculum that they teach.
For the 48 hours, virtual protests took place through Zoom and allowed students and faculty to discuss problems on campus relating to racial injustice and policies. The Scholar Strike is trending and has even created its own hashtag with more than 1,000 posts on Facebook. And more action is taking place on campus. In an effort to unify the university, UCF President Alexander Cartwright says diversity and inclusivity are essential to UCF excellence, especially after UCF was named among the 2020 Higher Education Excellence and Diversity Award by Insight. UCF Nightly News reporter Sade Teal tells us more about the award UCF received.
This award recognizes U.S. colleges and universities that demonstrate an outstanding commitment to diversity and inclusion. UCF was selected along with 90 other institutions in the nation. UCF has initiated many reforms focused partly on providing an inclusive culture through the university. UCF nursing advisor Lucas Nobia says it is so important for the staff to include everyone and find some way to relate to each student's diverse background.
Students don't want that cookie cutter professor who doesn't understand where they came from. I've always felt that it's best to kind of just be open with students and share some of the struggles that I've had so that we can relate to students.
To cultivate a sense of belonging for all students, UCF offers safe spaces for religious prayer and counselors, specifically trained to support individuals with diverse backgrounds. UCF Black Student Union President Otisha Barrett says she appreciates that UCF is making an initiative to include everyone in some way.
Me, with faculty and staff stepping up to the plate and allowing us to host events like that, even if we are the only people there, it shows their efforts in making sure that, we feel comfortable and that we also have an opportunity to share parts of ourselves.
UCF was also recognized for graduating the fourth highest number of minorities in the nation, and ethnic minorities make up roughly 50% of UCF's undergraduate population. In Orlando, Sade Teal, UCF Nightly News.
UCF Intern Chief of Equity, Inclusion, and Diversity Officer says UCF is at its forefront, but must continue to broaden their effort to make sure everyone feels welcome and supported. A UCF alumni comes together with other local artists to bring hope to our community. I tell you more about how a mural in downtown is inspiring others.
Sabrina Desaline graduated from UCF last semester as a biomedical student, but always considered herself an artist. While at UCF, she started her own art business, selling different types of art to students, including graduation cap and gowns and custom designs. Desaline got the opportunity to paint a mural with other artists between Paramore and downtown to express the message of the Black Lives Matter movement. They wanted to give people hope and happiness when they passed by it.
The goal was just to have something that was like not just like an art on the wall. It was just something that was we wanted people to look at and genuinely feel happy when they look at it.
Desaline says the different symbols in the mural represent the hope she hopes people see in our community. The circle in the middle is the new beginning and the new end of an era, and the dove the woman is holding represents peace and freedom. Desaline says they originally planned on adding words to the mural, but the city disapproved it. She believes that the mural ended up not needing words because
the piece speaks for itself.
Desaline says she creates a similar message in her other artwork. Her most recent art includes a young African-American boy with his fist up and a mom raising a little girl's chin. Her message behind those paintings was to show children they can grow up in a safe environment. In Orlando, Natalie Monalegre, UCF Nightly News.
Desaline says she studied biomedical science at UCF to help and care for others and hopes that her art can do the same. And that's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with what's happening throughout the week by following us on social media at UCF Nightly News. And make sure you tune in tomorrow for a Nightly News newscast at 1 o'clock. I'm Natalie Monalegre. Have a great day.